Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with surviving as a trader, surviving in Mars. And today we're going to do a little bit of contracts and traveling around base potentially. So let's get started. Alright, so this is what, episode 61. And it looks like the series has gone as far as 2 updates. So now we're in update 1.203, Warfare Evolution. And the DLC has a different name. It is Decorative Pack number 3. So probably came in a pretty decent time, especially with the series. So I'm probably not going to highlight all items. I think there's 88 new blocks in total. Large grid, small grid combination. But I want to do what I did with the last update. And that's kind of highlight those items as much as I can. And incorporate it with our ship and our base and everything like that. And first things first, kind of using decorative DLC number 3 right here. And you see a slew of different items such as solar panels, corner solar panels, which could be colored. We got new turbines, the twin-bladed turbines. You got rounded beacons, and a lot of inset stuff, meaning inset cryo rooms, aquariums, half beds, couches, entertainment such as like a close to a jukebox like thing. It's not close to TV just yet, if anything. Scaffolding and a lot of corner LCDs, those type of things. And which is also interesting is barrels, explosives barrels too, which acts very much like warheads. So since our base is quite empty here, I think it would be nice to add some of these inset items. So now I wonder if there is a way to do the insets as a grouping. Okay, so there's no kind of inset grouping itself. Looks like the armory also carries the bookshelf inset, or inset bookshelf, I should say. But yeah, I don't think they have the inset blocks as a group itself, right? I could be wrong, but I don't see it. So yeah, that's fine. What we're going to do is add in... It would be nice to add the cryo chamber, but it does require medical components, which I guess I could still make. I think I could make, but I prefer a bed more than anything, to be honest. Which we could do the bed still. But we could do an inset bed instead. And you have different other items, like a bookshelf, like I mentioned. Ooh, kitchen. I don't know. It's gonna be It's probably not gonna be functional with our mod, so we can always double check to see if that's the case, which I do believe that will be the case. But we can get rid of this bed and throw in the inset bed. But the only problem with the inset bed in this case is that we're not gonna have that nice little window view anymore. So we're gonna throw it on the corner right here, which is like pretty much a good spot. And the inset bed looks pretty decent. Where you place it here, and looks like unknown signals came back from the update somehow. So here's the inset bed. We can lay down right here in the bed. And looks like we're about to sleep. And looks like we're sleeping sideways this time. Huh. Interesting. The inset bed, you sleep sideways. So that's a new kind of motion there. And you take off your jetpack too, which is awesome. Although back then when you lay on your back, you don't see a jetpack anyways. But I kind of assumed they just sank within the block itself. But I guess not. But you sleep sideways in the inset bed here. And also there's a bit of a drawer space here. So you can loot the bed itself. Or you could do it from here, which is kind of like a locker-like thing. So we needed to like hide some food here. We could do that. So that's a pretty nifty item right there. So technically, you probably don't want to cover this up, but you could because you still can access it through here. Or you can press I right here to access it. It's all the same. Or actually, you can access it from here too. So there's a lot of different spaces for it. And I think eventually, and hopefully one day, they could put some TVs here. They should put this as an LCD screen, I think. And they could have put rotating pictures. That would have worked too. But I think that was supposed to be some kind of screen, if anything. Unless it's supposed to be a vent. But you have vents on top, so... And I see a little plushie and a little alarm clock, if anything. But good to see that they made it not just laying on their back and put it on their side instead, which is pretty cool. And of course, there's a kitchen, so we could throw the kitchen right over here. This is a custom kitchen right here, so it's part of the mod. I highly doubt this kitchen right here. I'm gonna put it. Do we have space? No, we don't have space. So I'm gonna put it in this corner for now, just to see what it's like. So what's cool about this kitchen is that you can put it in a corner like so, and you have 2 sides worth of kitchen. So you see here, this is upside, yeah, this is upside down. That doesn't work. There we go. So now you have 2 sides of kitchens, which is pretty cool because this side has the stove top. I think those are supposed to be knives. You have a little cabinet space here where you can throw stuff in there. You have your fridge for cola, coffee, if anything. And then a medical kit here. On the other side is kind of like your coffee, cappuccino area. You have your microwave, oven, sink. And I guess this could be a grill type of stove. So you technically don't need it to be in a corner like this. You could choose which side you want as well. As long as you don't have a window like I do. Because if you have a window, you might not be able to hide it specifically. But the kitchen, in terms of making stuff, I don't think we could. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we need the custom one to do that. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, so let's just give it that. And one other piece of equipment that is pretty awesome is the aquarium. So we are going to put an aquarium right here in the corner, which most of the inset stuff works really nice in the corners for whatever reasons. So I'm going to add that right here. And you got to really admire the level of details when we're talking about the items it takes to make it. Because an aquarium right here, as you see, it's upright. But if we decide to go upside down, our fish is still swimming right side up, or right now it's upside down, and the water is not spilling over and things like that. And what I'm saying about level of detail is because look at the item it requires to make it. You know what I'm talking about? And that is the gravity component. That's what makes the water and fish stay upright. So I guess it's in there somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. But it works out that way, and it's interesting. This is high pressure as well. So aquarium, a fish tank, much more efficient and pressurizing than my own living space. But like, we could say now we have water on Mars, technically. Unfortunately, we can't really do too much with it. I mean, we could color it if we wanted to, but it's not going to change anything. It's just going to change the outer layer. So there's that. I mean, what's interesting would be if we did a frosted color. Can we? Yes, we can. A frozen fish tank on the outside, but not on the inside. So that would be quite interesting to see. Imagine you doing that in Triton. And here's the new skin, the War-Torn. So it's gonna look like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. It kind of created these random like holes in them. That's a level of detail that's pretty crazy. Where you see that little bit of a dot here. It looks like it's kind of seeing through the aquarium here. So that's actually pretty decent. But I think it applies to most things anyway. So you see here, it makes I guess like wires and things like that. So that's, again, level of detail with this update and DLC pack. All right, so that's enough of that for interior decorating. I mean, we could still put a couch, entertainment, not TV. Keep wanting to say TV, but it's not really a TV. And put some barrels and even like a cargo crate here, which is kind of like a cache type of item. Doesn't really take too much to make, I think. Yeah, not too much. And here we could throw in some stuff, but it's cool how this works because you open it like so and get inside it. So Other than that, it's not animated. So we could put food here. We could do whatever we want here. But it's a nice little cache, little space to give more decoration, basically. So this is awesome stuff. But it is part of the DLC for most of these things that we just talked about. So you do have to surrender a few dollars just for that. Just for those items. All right, so let's get into what we want to do today. And that is to fly this ship. Fly this ship out. Utilize these weapons for escorting missions, hauling missions, things like that. But we do need to apply a few more things on it before we do that. Number one, I was told to put in an AI defensive combat block so that the weapons, even on a custom turret controller, will be further than the 600 meters or further than the 800 meters for default weapons such as like the assault cannon, artillery, things like that. So I am gonna place this, I think, right in here if I can, which is gonna be a nifty little spot here. That's gonna be a little bit out of place, but I don't know where else to put this. And I don't think there's a directional aspect to this, but I do want to put the shield icon towards the back like this. We could also put it inside that rotor, which it was a small, with the small head, so we could put a small grid version of it instead. But I think this would be more than fine. I don't think we're gonna find a block to fit this better, but we'll leave that. So we have the defensive drone right there, and hopefully that does help increase the range for our assault cannons down here, which is right now at 600 meters based on the event, based on the custom turret controller. So if we went to the defense AI, so we are not probably going to turn it on specifically defend against enemies with subsystem weapons. You know, target lock itself, flee trigger, when to flee, never. Flee destination, let's leave that wrong. Flee waypoint size, evasive maneuvers. Okay, so I don't know what the details are, but I put in the defensive combat block. Do I need to edit it? Probably not, and I hope not. Maybe we could fly it around and should be able to aim a bit further out and start shooting further out, I think, even if I'm driving. I hope that's the case. If not, do what you got to do and let me know in the comments down below so I know exactly how that works, because I haven't really played around with automatons, unfortunately. I played around with some stuff, but not too much stuff. I know with automation makes things life easier, but nope, I did not touch much of it at all, to be honest. All right, so we're gonna have to do a few things here, and we're gonna get rid of this sci-fi atmospheric thruster. And why? Because we now have atmospheric thrusters in a square shape or a D shape, which is a pretty nifty thruster. Long awaited thing, to be honest. Nice to have thrusters rather than the big old thruster that you just saw attached to the grid that we just took out. So we could actually now plop in a thruster right here. It looks a little odd if it plopped it right over here now because it's small, but it doesn't waste as much space on there. But I'm not sure if is it weaker or stronger than the original. That might be a factor. I mean, if it costs the same of components, I'm inclined to say it's not going to be any different. Okay, so there's a bit of a difference here. As you saw, right here is like, wow, it is. Okay, we need to test this. But I think I didn't really think about that. These atmospheric thrusters are probably stronger than the new one. The old ones might be stronger than the new ones, potentially. Hard to say, and we should really test this out if we could. And how can we test this out? We could probably do this. We'll put it on this small one right over here. This small ship for now. It looks like we lost some stuff for whatever reasons. Okay, so we have 2 on this guy right now. Let's unlock and see if we can fly. Okay, so that's not bad. It's flying okay. I mean, let's go to info. It requires 200 kWs, kilowatts, I believe it's called. And this one is 600. Okay, so it is 3 times less efficient than the big old thruster. Okay, good to know. So that makes me kind of want to change it up. I mean, it's a nice addition. Like, just putting it here looks better than having it like right there. Especially if we want to do side thrusting, we could. I hate to do this, but with side thrusting, we could now do it this way. And still going to be able to work. Unfortunately, it does look a little weird because where's the air going to go with the fan? But of course, we don't necessarily need a fan. It's more the thrusting that matters. But of course, it does need exhaust on the other side, which is not going to show. So that is the other side of the coin. All right, so this thruster will remain to be a large thruster. So a little more efficient that way. But we could add the atmospheric ones down below if we need to. But like I said, we could probably do it a really horrible way of not having exhaust out. Or we don't need to do that. We could do it right here because we did leave some space for it. So we could kind of just throw it right over here to tie it in. Actually, that could work because it's going to expose some of the backside of it for the exhaust. I mean, I don't have to do that. It's just, it would just look a little bit better than having it covered up. So we could just throw it here, here, and one right here. If we wanted to do it this way, just to give that extra push upwards when we need to. And we could definitely add a ton more of them back here if we need to. But 3 of them kind of equates to 1 based on the kWs, kilowatts, if anything, if that is correct. If it's not correct, my bad. But that's my assumption, just looking at the power consumption that it takes. And we could add these here like this, the D-shaped ones, if we need to. So this is a good little addition to that, which we're going to utilize. I don't think there's any other ones that applies. And if the AI defensive combat block works, I might just do a custom one up here then. I'm not even sure if it does, but it should. Let's just hope. Alright, so since we just took off a thruster, we do have to kind of fix this a little bit. So let's just turn everything on for now on recharge. And just fly up just ever so slightly. So the 3 thrusters didn't really do too much because we're still expending a lot of hydrogen thrust, as you see there. It's not fully maxed out, but it is a bit of a problem. So we could add more down here if we need to, but I'm okay with it for now. I mean, I don't really need too much of it. So let's see. Okay, so flying this thing in Mars, not the greatest thing to do, but let's see if we can dock this thing down without breaking anything. So we're having a little difficult time touching down for some reason. So we are in the ugly landing gears that I made, basically, are high enough for our custom turret controllers, which is good. So I'm happy about that for the most part. All right, so let's head inside. See if we can grab some kind of maybe hauling for now. See how far we can get with that. But first, we could do some trading. All right, so let's look at some hauling contracts. So hauling contracts. All right, so this one, 25 minutes to do this. Huh. And I'm gonna state that if we are gonna be sent to an economy base that's an enemy, I am gonna go to creative and update that information in terms of reputation, because I don't want to deal with not being able to get paid in these situations, and I'm not going to work the reputations because, yeah, it all because of the abandoned settlements where I pretty much took down friendly bases, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it looks like we got several of them. One of them is 2 hours away, which nets us close to 4 mil. I think without jump drives, we could probably cut it down to 30 minutes or less, but I am inclined to try it. So we'll see how that kind of goes. And I think we could change some of these as well. What do you think? Like, let's try. It's interesting though. The payment of 90, but your collateral is 73, and then the further one is less collateral. So that's really interesting how that all kind of works out. All right, so 185 probably takes 5-10 minutes to get. No, I'll say about 10 minutes to get there. I'm gonna pick up this one and try to chain some of these. This one is about as far as getting into space, I think. Or this one is actually. Let's pick up this one and then this one. Or let's just pick them all. Who cares if we fail some of them? So let's just hope for the best, and we could haul all these all at once. Maybe they're all in similar directions. I would kind of hope. If not, then oh wells, we're gonna lose some money and some rep and everything like that. But away we go. So where's the closest one? That one is supposed to be only a few hundred away, which I don't even see that one, to be honest. Where did that one go? Right down there. That means we're flying around the planet this way, I believe. Don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm hoping not too long. So yeah, there's that. All right, so it looks like we fly towards this one, which is around Mars, and then these two in the same direction, so we should be okay actually. The 3100 and 4100, and then 22,000 is up that way, which is horrendously far away. So I'm not gonna be worried about that one just yet. So I'm likely not gonna be able to get all of them. I'm gonna try, but likely not be able to get them all because of the timing. 2 hour one, I probably could make it without jetpacks. Maybe, maybe not. I want to say I hope so. We have enough in terms of reactors. Batteries, I think we have a number of batteries. They're all pretty much fully recharged. So hopefully we have enough for all of this. Hopefully. All right, so we're going to get to the 180 or so kilometer away one first, which I think that's more of a waste of time, to be honest, because we're flying in the atmosphere. And once we get into space, that would be a little bit more ideal for us to work out. It looks like we're going to the SCDE station, really. So, yeah, let's stay on the planet, return this package, then head to that one right there, 31 kilometers away, which is slightly outside of the atmosphere, I want to say. I hope it is, just slightly. And then if we are outside, we can always jetpack into this one, jetpack jump drive, into the 41 kilometer away one, and then we could chain jump up to the 22, and hopefully we have enough juice for that. If not, oof, we're gonna have a big waste of time. All right, so aside from that, I did load up our ship with assault cannons, auto cannons, and we already had the MR50s in our interior turrets. We got some, I don't know why we have these in our cargo, but okay. We have some rockets, scatlins, all the nice little things here. Not sure why it only has one per. I think you can only carry one at a time, maybe. I hope everything's connected. Yeah, it's connected. That's fine. Could do 3 and 3 and 3 on there. So we should be good. All right, so the one that's 31 away, is that Europa? Can't be. Europa would show a station nearby. What planet is that? Is that Triton? Alright, so it looks like we have about 6 more minutes for the closest one, which is 185 kilometers away, which we are still slowly climbing out of the atmosphere of Mars, so I don't think we'll make it if we just keep flying like this. So plan is here is to jump as soon as I'm out of the atmosphere, although we're probably jumping maybe 70 kilometers if anything. So luckily I was able to rename these a little bit. Go into jump drive. So I'm gonna jump left first. Left is gonna have deliver package 1 here. So as soon as get out of the gravity well, we're jumping. So hopefully we'll get out of the atmosphere fairly soon. We got 0.18 G's left, so not sure exactly how far that is, but I think we're headed towards not Europa, but outside of Europa, which is right over there. It should be the SCDE station that was outside of Europa that we've been to once before, so let's just hope that's the case. And I realized something interesting. Where's that base that was near Europa that sold ships? It wasn't the SCDE station, it was something else. Don't tell me I did not. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. I don't think I saved that GPS location, although I went close to it. So what was that again? I'm gonna have to find out. It's not any of these, obviously. Yeah, I don't see it in my GPS location, so that's a bit alarming. We got 3 minutes left. We need to get out of the atmosphere a little bit quicker. All right, once we get out of the atmosphere, I'm gonna hit the jump, and also gonna slow us down because I know the jump kind of puts us right into the station. So we got to be careful of that. And we have 0.07 G's left, or gravity. So hopefully we'll get this soon. But yeah, I cannot believe I lost that signal. That's not a good sign. Shoot. I honestly don't think I'm going to make this one. We have 0.05 G's left to get out the atmosphere. 2 minutes left. We still got to jump. We still got to get to the package delivery area. Oh. We're good. We're jumping right now. We're gonna have to slow us down. Also, why aren't we slowing down? Where's the station? Where's the station? Right behind us. Okay, slow down, slow down. We got to turn around and fly that way. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good. There we go. Alright, so we had to get rid of override because that was stopping us from flying. That wasted a little bit of time, but I think we could make it. I believe we probably have like a minute left. Yes, we have a minute left. Will we make it just in time? Probably. Let me get out. Open the door. Ooh, wasting some oxygen. It's fine. We're gonna just kind of... Where's the front door? Where's the front door? Where's the front door? I'm facing it opposite way. Okay, here we go. Front door, front door, front door. Right here. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Package deliveries right here. And finish. Woo! Just in time. Got quick. Well, that wasn't quick. That was 20 minutes just to get that amount. Definitely not great. And I think we have 10 more minutes to get to the other ones. I'm not worried about those because I could jump to those, but there's some nice contracts here to do as well. All right, so I can't believe we actually made it, but we did. But now we gotta find our ship. Here it is. Slightly peeking in the shield. All right, I really can't believe I actually accomplished that one. That was really, really close. All right, let's get out of this spot. And we're going to travel 3 kilometers away. All right, this is not great because I do have to fly around Europa a little bit. Because we're in its gravity field is one thing. But we should be able to get out of the gravity field pretty easily. And then once we're out of the gravity field, we're going to jump again. So let's use our right jump drive this time. We're going to target 3K. Our left one, we're going to target... Let's just target the same for now. I think we're charging. Are we finished charging? I believe so. I hope so. All right, so unfortunate. Yes, I do have to get around it just to jump. So that stinks. Bit of a time waster there, and I don't have that much time. But the good news is that I could pretty much jump 3 kilometers in one go, I think. So let's see if that does work. Oh, that's on Earth-like planets. I hope it's not inside. It is looking like it may be on the planet itself. That's not Earth-like planet. What planet is that? That's Earth. Yeah, I'm not sure which one this one is, but we aren't gonna be able to do this specifically, I think. I mean, we have 10 minutes, so... And it's gonna stink because we do have to do 17 minutes to get out of a planet, if that is a planet. It is a planet, I would think. Maybe is the 4K one a planet? If the 4K one is not a planet, then we should do that one first. But that's gonna require us to get out of the field also. So let's jump a little bit towards that way first. So where's my jump drive left? We're gonna have to do a blind jump, but only jump. We could jump 4K away. We could jump 3K away. I'm just gonna jump a quick 1K away first and see where that gets us. I just want to get outside of the Europa's field of range so I can kind of judge where I'm going. All right, that's 2K away. Now, that one is not a planet, so I think I should do that one first if I have time. Okay, so 6 minutes on that one. We're going to jump here. Yeah, let's just do that really quickly. So this one, we're going to jump to not 3K, but 4K. So let's jump. Oh, it's only somewhat charged. Oh, I gotta put on my left one. Okay. So 4K. Select that one. All right, ready to jump. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully it'll be right in the station. It did not jump us that far, unfortunately. So that's not good. We got only... Oh, we only jumped like 3 kilometers? That's interesting. Ooh, this is bad. We might not make this. Alright, about 70 charged. I don't think we're going to make the 3K one that's in a planet. I didn't want to fly into a planet, which is the reason why I'm doing it this way. I didn't check the range I could jump either. I should have checked that first. And, ooh, the only thing I'm also worried about is the batteries. Alright, this one... Oh, why is that on recharge still? Okay. We just gave ourselves more power, so that's good. Come on. Jump drive. I don't think we're going to make the 25K destination because of our power situation. Because we're probably going to run out of power. At least we know our limits now. But definitely not going to make the 3K one, which is this one right here. It's 4 minutes out. Yeah. If I had to sacrifice one, it would be the 3K one to get to the 4K one, because the 4K one is not in a planet. So that's the big difference. All right, we almost finished charging here, so we're still gonna lose out a little bit. We lose out a little bit of reputation, but I'm fine with that. It's not a big deal. It's a good trade-off. We are pretty much charged up. So we jump here. It's 100% towards it, so we should be okay. Right. So we are now next to a nice little base called... What is this? I'm seeing right in the front here. And there's a store right outside, so that's interesting. Alright, let's gonna park it right here. Wasting oxygen again, as always. The store is right outside, so that's interesting. And contracts right here. Okay. So we get to give you this one. Perfect. Alright, what signal is this one though? It's not even telling me. What base is this? Oh, right there. It's a ROMG base. So it's the same as the one next to us in Mars. Yeah, still got some iron ore, so that's good. Like, we could buy it all. Alright, that's fine. We're looking good here. There's some uranium ore. No. Okay, we should be fine. Alright. So contract wise, there should be some decent contracts in here too. Acquisitions. No hauling. Escorts? Ooh, there's escorting. I want to do these so bad. But we do have one other mission right over there. I don't think we're gonna make that, so we might have to sacrifice and cancel that one as well. Potentially. Because we only got 2 hours of power left. But that could also be because I'm charging, I think. So, are we able to make it that far? We got an hour and 40 minutes left to do that. We gotta abandon. We're gonna fail this one. I'm not gonna abandon. Oh, that's a lot of rep we're losing. But close to 4 million space credits, and we might get stranded in space. Is it worth it? I don't think so, but I kind of want to wait for this to fully charge to kind of really gauge how much power we have left. But I mean, if we're looking at battery power, we don't have that much. All right, so if I were to take both of these, jump drive, turn it off, it says we have tons of power left. So maybe that's why it's saying that, because we're just trying to get some power back. Yeah, I honestly don't think I can make it. Not enough jump drives, not enough batteries and power. Alright, so one jump drive's done charging. It's left me with 4 hours left. But if I'm flying, we still got some power. Alright, so if we're looking to jump all the way to 26,000 kilometers away, we're only jumping about 4,000 kilometers away. Is it each or a combination of two? If it's combination of two to get 4,000 kilometers, then we need to do roughly 7 jumps. We might have enough power and time to get there. But are we gonna be able to come back? I'm not gonna do it. I am gonna take the loss because that is sounding a bit scary to do. So I need a bigger ship with more batteries to do that. But now I also gotta find that station all over again. So I could buy the ships and everything. It might actually just be right over there, actually. No, I don't think it was that. I thought it was near Europa. I could be wrong. I don't remember correctly. All right, screw it. I am not risking being lost in space right now, but I am gonna risk the ship a bit because I am inclined. I just want to have some fun here and do an escort mission. So these are 17-minute escort missions. Let's just do this one. So, all right, before you do that, one of our cargo ship operators reported potential threats, unable to proceed. We're gonna need to apply with the right equipment to escort the cargo ship safely into the threat has you will be paid appropriately. Are you okay? Let's just give it a shot. We might get stranded in space also doing this, but might be funner to do than just traveling and being lost in space. Alright, so we gotta go where? You tell me. Where am I going? In terms of this escort mission. Escort this ship, which is right here. Okay. Let's go escort our friendly ship here. I don't want to get too fast now. Crash into it. Here you go. Hello. Oh, now you flying away? Alright, we matched the speed and I got close to it and then decided to fly away. So that was interesting. Alright, we're gonna fly somewhat close to it. We are matching his speed. We just found a Divine Maker's station, I think. It's a military mine layer down there. Never mind. I hope that's not coming after us, is it? 7K away, so don't think it's gonna reach us anytime soon, so we should be okay. So hopefully this is a nice peaceful escort. I mean, not much going on just yet. That's a pretty nice looking ship too. But we are gonna get situated here and hopefully we don't get attacked right away. We're headed, what, 17 kilometers away? So let's see kind of where that leads us. I'm surprised that DVMK military mine layer was detected that far away though. That's a little scary. And looks like we have SBRT coming our way, but I'm friendly with them, so that's a problem. And I don't even know what happened, but it just blew up. What? Um, Interesting. I think it's because I was friendly with SBRT, so it did that. Okay, so now I know I need to change things up. All right, so SPRT Space Pirates, I just made myself negative 1500 in terms of not being friendly anymore with them. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, that was interesting. Everything just kind of blew up in my face, really. When I escorted them near the SPRT, and it looks like the SPRT had like 4 drones there, so that is definitely a little bit scarier than I think, well, than I thought it would be when doing these escort missions. So that was a good test run to see if I'm gonna be able to do it, but now I'm a little bit worried in terms of what's gonna happen if I'm not friendly with them. All right, we're gonna do a take 2. Well, hopefully we could. We could. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do this one and see if we can escort this one appropriately. Now, where is my ship that I need to escort? Right here. Ooh, that is a really cool looking ship from afar, at least. What is that? Whoa. Alright, I'm just gonna dampening towards you. That's a really cool ship. But it's also looking a little crazy too. With all these solar panels and such. I hope if I get too close to you, not gonna... That's like a whole station right there, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna get out and see what's going on, but I think it should be escorting pretty quickly soon. Can we get inside? Nope, access denied. Alright, never mind. Hopefully the escort starts soon and we just kind of start flying, because I think that's what happened before. We just started flying eventually in a few minutes or a few seconds. But where's the front and where's the back? Oh, we're moving. All right, so I think, ooh, you gotta chill. All right, which way are we flying? You're a little confusing. What are you doing? Oh, we are flying this way. So that's the front, it looks like. Interesting. I don't know what the up and down is, but I'm assuming it's something like this. Yeah. All right. Oh, here goes nothing. We're probably gonna lose the entire ship, if anything. But I'm fine with that, I think. Oh, here comes the space pirates. I'm gonna fly a little further ahead and start getting a good shot at it. Oof, we got a lot of damage being taken here. They're small little drones. Oop, there's some missiles. We're gonna have to dodge that. Come on. We're taking a lot of shots here. Ooh, missiles. Oof. We just took a shot. Come on. Take them out. Take them out. Alright, it's been a while since I actually had a dogfight, but ooh. That was beautiful. All right. Ah, contract failed. Why? The ship blew up. Ooh, that stinks. And we took some damage too. So I think we flew a little too far away from it. We should stay closer. All right, so now we know. But that was pretty fun. A lot of, yeah. All right, that was fun. We could definitely do that again. We have a good ship for battling, so that's good to know. And it looked like we were able to take out one or two. I think the last one kind of attached to it, the ship, and just blew up, to be honest. So that wasn't great. Okay. All right, so we're definitely not going to deliver that package. Do we head back? I'm gonna head back to Europa, really. Only because I thought that we were near the... I don't remember what that name of the base is called. I gotta check back to kind of see where we can buy that ship again. All right, so I checked back a little bit, and it was the RTW station, WE station. So it was very close to the SPRT base, but I don't even see the SPRT base in this at this time either. So that's not good. Anyway, where is our SD RT? We don't even have RT. Oh, we do have RTWs, but these are the further ones, and I didn't save that one that we went to. Okay, so that's not great. All right, let's just jump to the SCDE station near Europa. We'll fly around Europa a little bit, if anything, and hopefully that would situate itself. It looks like I might not be facing the correct way, or we might just run into it. So you know what? We're gonna blind jump this towards this way, and blind jumpings can get us 4K anyway, so we should be okay to blind jump right there, I guess. Here we go. Should be 4 kilometers away. Let's see what happens. Oh, I actually did use both my jump drives. Okay. So 2 jump drives makes us go 4K. Okay, that's not too bad. And we are pretty much home in a way. Where is our good friend Europa? I believe I may have blown the opposite direction of Europa. Europa is... Where is Europa? Right here, right? Yeah, Europa's right over there. Alright, so if we were attempting to do the 24, or right now 23,000 kilometers away, we would have to divide that by 4, which would be roughly 7 jumps. Which wouldn't be too bad, but 7 jumps times 5-minute recharges, that is quite a lot. So roughly 35 minutes to do that jump, roughly, if I don't run out of power, that is. So that's a little bit scary to know. But definitely need a ton more jump drives in a big old freight of a ship in order to get that distance. So, and pretty much have no cargo at all, right? So definitely could cut that down from a 2-hour mission to maybe an hour, or maybe close to an hour mission, and then fly back for another half an hour or an hour. So that's a little worrisome. So yeah, those hauling contracts, definitely not the way to go. I know it's about 4 million space credits, but acquisition for 4 million is a lot easier when they do come up, or at any time. It's actually fast. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to jump towards the station so I can circle around Europa to find that station again. This shouldn't really take up too much of my power because we're only going 144 kilometers. So if that works out. There is a drone facility right here that I'm kind of interested in wanting to attack eventually. Maybe we'll find it sooner or later. Alright. We are here, back at SCDE station. Europa's right over here. Now, that's the courier camp. I don't exactly recall where we were. That's the SBRT beacon that we were friendly with previously, because I pretty much went creative option and reduced my reputation in SBRT. A little more appropriate. So I don't think I'll be able to go in there now because it's because I'm unfriendly with them, but I remember we weren't too far away from that base to find the beacon. Right there. I see it right there. RTWE beacon. So we're going to fly this way. I'm glad we found it. Perfect. And what happened? What is that? Savoy's Hope? What is that? Where is that? What is this? 5 kilometers away. It's on Europa? Yes, it is. No idea what that is. That's kind of new. Alright, so I was going to jump onto that base, but it looks like we're only 7 kilometers away, so why jump at this point in time? Alright, we're about 2 kilometers away, so we don't need a jump for this. And we just got out of the atmosphere as well, so that made no sense to do a jump. Okay, we are probably gonna crash right into it, which is fine because we're in a safe zone. It's not gonna break anything, although I am having a tough time maneuvering, and that's probably because I am stuck somewhere. And I could park this right over here. Oh, right over here. Right where it clamped, supposedly. All right, so let's go in here and see what they're selling us now. And again, kind of curious to see what they got. Or maybe it actually looks at some contracts too. So maybe we could potentially wrap up a bit so we don't have to spend too much for our ships. So what contracts can we do? We could do escorting, which will risk us losing rep because I'm not so good at it just yet. Hauling, yeah, that distance is 2 jumps. That's not bad. That's something I'm willing to do. But not that whole 25,000 kilometers away. That was a stretch. All right, so let's see the store. And in some ways, I think it refreshes, but I think we can actually buy some of these as well. I think the one that starts with H is Hydrogen Run, which is good. But I don't even know what these are. Blue Ambassador Explorer. It looks like it has hydrogen, but it's probably not a lot. Ooh, 170 million space credits. What? Are you out of your mind? 80 million for this one? It's a B. So what's the B stand for? Is it it looks like it's atmospheric thrusters, but they put the picture in space. No, it's an interplanet cargo ship. Yeah, it's got a jump drive and everything on it too. But I'm looking at this one. It's jump capability, high acceleration, production, everything. Everything's in here. Emergency parachutes, which is something I should really have. Okay. Ooh, look at this thing. The cargo shuttle, which is it's ion based. It's more space travel shuttling. That's not too bad. All right, so we were looking at this one initially. I believe it was medium-sized short-range freighter for space hauling. So this one might not be the one I really would want to go with. Ooh, what is this? 438 million. Great. Fast space cruising. Very little weapons, by the way. But this one is a space cruiser. I don't think we can get into a planet with this, so that's a scary piece. Starter ship? What kind of ship is this? Okay, so I know we were looking at this freighter at one point, but this is probably not the way to go. I think we want to go with this one. The Blue Ambassador Explorer, if it pops up again. Hopefully it does. I don't think it has weapons though, so that's the problem. That if we do buy, we gotta have to edit it a little bit to do that. Or do we not even buy? We should make a big old ship. It'll take a lot of time to do, but it could be fun too. The red cruisers, $500 million basically. But it looks like it's got a lot of weapons. Or potential for a lot of weapons. So that's gonna take forever. I think I could build a ship equivalent by the time I make that much money. But alright, so I think that's about it. We could try to station out here eventually. So we could rep up a bit and get some discounts on ships. I think that could be ideal. I'm just going to call this the RTW East because we know what that station is, so that's fine. Yeah, and I really think if we could station out here, that could be doable. So at that point, I might as well create a mobile flying ship. We'll continue as surviving as a trader, but also not calling ourselves surviving in Mars, but surviving in space. We'll see how that goes. But if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.